This is absolutely sickening. In last night's loss to the Sacramento Kings, we all saw Kyrie Irving go down with what they first called a right knee sprain in that first quarter. It was hard for him to get up. He took his free throws. He left the game and didn't return. And we still lost the game, even though later in the game we also lost Jaden Hardy to a right ankle sprain. With all of these injuries mounting up, with everything that's working against the Dallas Mavericks, one would only think this season possibly could not get any worse. And yet it did. We got the official report earlier this morning from Shams on the injury of Kyrie Irving, and this season is officially over. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what was it that Shams said, how does this affect the Dallas Mavericks, and what do they do after today? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we are officially on Spotify. If you don't want to watch this beautiful bald face ramble about the Mavericks, rant about the Dallas Mavericks, check me out on Spotify at Mavs Digest. You can listen to the audio. It'll also show the video. Just something cool that we're doing here on the channel. Make sure you check us out. But last night against the Sacramento Kings, like I said, Kyrie Irving went down with what they first called a right knee sprain. We covered that quickly after the game. He made his free throws. He left the game. He didn't return. But we do have two quotes from Naji Marshall as well as Jason Kidd about the injury after the game. If we take a look right here, Naji Marshall on Kyrie Irving's injury, saying he wasn't back there when I got back there to the locker room, but I hope he's doing good. If I know Kai, like we all know Kai, he's in good spirits, he's doing good, just ready to get back. And at the time, it sounded fairly positive. Who knows where Kyrie Irving went, but at least Naji Marshall thought, hey, he's a positive guy, he's very tough, things can't be that bad. And Jason Kidd reiterated those same thoughts by saying Jason Kidd on what went through his head as Kyrie Irving got injured. Jason Kidd said, just unlucky. Hope that he's healthy and is not serious. It seems every time we're getting close to getting someone back, someone goes down. We're running out of bodies here. On Irving remaining in the game to shoot the free throws, Kai is a tough guy, and that's absolutely true. Earlier in January, Kyrie Irving had a bulging disc in his back, had to miss time, but it seems like that issue isn't as bad as we thought it was. And with all these injuries, obviously we're going to be playing guys heavy minutes. We don't have that many players we can throw out there. The roster right now looks like we have only 7 available players healthy at this current time. And with Kyrie Irving playing heavy minutes ever since the All-Star break, even before that, since the trade deadline, a lot of people thought an injury was bound to happen. And at the time of last night's recording, it was first being called a right knee sprain. Obviously, Kyrie had to get images, had to get an MRI scan to see exactly what it was. And now we know exactly what it was. And unfortunately, my biggest fear came true. I knew what it was the moment Kyrie Irving went down. I suffered the same exact ACL tear as Kyrie. But from Shams, he reported, breaking, Dallas Mavericks All-Star Kyrie Irving has suffered a season-ending torn ACL in his left knee. Sources tell ESPN. And when it rains, it pours. And if you're in the Dallas area this morning, it was actually a tornado. And maybe that was a sign showing that things were just not going to get better. This Thursday, we should have an update on Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, and Derrick Lively. But with Kyrie Irving missing the remainder of this season with a torn ACL, does it even make sense to bring Anthony Davis back? Should Anthony Davis just get the surgery on his left adductor or whatever injury he actually has going on and just call it a season? Tank, try to get a good first-round draft pick. We're currently projected to be anywhere between the 13th and 19th pick. This draft does seem pretty deep, so why not? What does it even matter? We are lingering in the play-in territory. We are a few games back from the 6th seed, but we're also a few games back from even missing the playoffs altogether. A few years ago, we tanked to get Derrick Lively. Why not tank now? It's not like we have anything to lose. We have players who cannot play because of injuries. We have guys who cannot stay healthy enough. PJ Washington, who did allude to the fact that maybe he did rush back from his injury too soon, left in the games a few games prior against the Bucks in the third quarter. He missed the last night's game against Sacramento Kings. Who knows if he's going to play tomorrow against the Bucks? We got Kyrie Irving missing out the whole season. You have Anthony Davis, Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, who are all hopefully coming back soon. We'll find out on Thursday. We got other players who still aren't back. Caleb Martin, we got an update on Caleb Martin, as well as Jaden Hardy, who's also going to miss time with a right ankle sprain. This season is arguably the worst season in Mavericks history. And I know a lot of you guys are going to blame Nico Harrison. You're right to do so. Blame whoever you want to blame. You have every right to feel how you want to feel. But To be fair, Nico Harrison couldn't predict the future. He didn't know that all these injuries would happen, that Anthony Davis would miss time after his first game, although a lot of people kind of saw that happening. No one knew that Kyrie Irving would tear his ACL, and you can blame the training staff, the conditioning, you can blame whoever you want. The fact of the matter is this injury was a freak accident. No one saw this coming. Kyrie didn't see this coming, but it's fair to say it was bound to happen to somebody with all these heavy minutes that everybody's playing. Partly due because everybody's hurt. We got to load up these guys with heavy minutes because we don't have anybody. We're playing Dwight Powell as a starting center. That's how you know things are bad for the Dallas Mavericks, and things just don't seem like they're going to get any better. And with these new reports, let's take a look right here. A devastating injury for Kyrie Irving in Dallas. Irving was playing at an all-NBA level this season. Since the Luka trade, he was averaging 39.3 minutes, most of any player. Kyrie Irving is 32, turning 33 this year. He's not super duper old like Clay, who's 35, but he's not young like Derrick Lively, who just turned 21. 39 minutes is a lot for any player, especially Kyrie Irving. He has a $43 million player option for next season. He is no longer eligible for all NBA bonuses, a $1 million bonus for 50 games played and 50 wins, or a $1 million bonus for 65 games played. And to be honest, I doubt we were ever going to see 50 wins this season. We're 32-30, not that many games left. We've already played 62 games this year. Doubt we were going to get to 50 wins with the way this team's health is looking like. It just sucks. It sucks so much for Kyrie Irving. He came here from Brooklyn where things were bad, hoping for a new start, and he got that new start. He played alongside Luka Doncic. First season when he got here wasn't really the best, but that next season, which was last season, made it all the way to the finals. We were trying to get things right this offseason, trying to make all the right moves, go into this season, make another push. We had injuries, we had illnesses, but we stayed on track. The trade deadline happened. We traded away Luka, we traded away Maxey, we traded away Markieff Morris. Okay, we got some guys back, but only one of the three players we got back haven't even played a stretch of games at all. And then, boom, Kyrie Irving's down. Is anybody worried about Klay Thompson? Klay Thompson chose the Dallas Mavericks partly because of Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Knowing that he could play alongside Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and the rest of our guys would make things easier for Klay Thompson. He could help us win another chip. And then also, with Kyrie here, all right, cool. Klay, you can got a little connection going on. But now Luka's traded. Now Kyrie Irving's hurt and going to miss the rest of this season. And the ACL tear, they say it's between 8 to 12 months. Earliest would be December of this year. Kyrie Irving would be back. Latest would be this time next year. And who knows if he's even going to be 100% or if he needs a full season off, including the rest of this season, to even rehab and get ready to even be anywhere close to Kyrie Irving level of talent. The Dallas Mavericks are in a horrible position. We don't have that many draft picks for the future. The 27, 28, 29, 30 first-round picks do not belong to us. This upcoming draft is probably our only hope at trying to get something. Either we draft a good player and keep them, or we draft a good player and trade him for someone else. Who knows what Nico's going to do? He's made a very questionable move so far, at least this trade deadline. Moving forward, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next? And if we continue with everything that's going on, one Twitter user tweeted out saying, Kyrie's contract is also coming up in the summer. He lost leverage in those talks. Absolutely devastated for him. And Mavs' new CBA, make sure you follow him. He always breaks down the money because it doesn't always make sense to me. But he tweeted out saying, I could see Kyrie just picking up the player option for next season, $43.9 million. And that would make sense. I know a lot of people, I've seen it everywhere online. A lot of people are worried about Kyrie Irving leaving. He's hurt. He's done. He's probably fed up with Dallas. And it's probably true. Luka got traded. Markieff Morris got traded. He just tore his ACL. He's probably fed up with Dallas. However, if he takes his player option, that's $43 million, is more than what any other team would offer Kyrie Irving, who is dealing with the ACL tear. You could argue maybe there's a team desperate enough to throw a big contract at Kyrie, but that is not that possible. It's not feasible. It's not something that is realistically possible, especially a team like the Los Angeles Lakers, where everybody's saying Kyrie's probably going to go. So I can definitely see Kyrie Irving picking up that $43.9 million player option to stay here next year. He rehabs, he gets healthy, relatively healthy, comes back in the early to maybe middle part of next season, tries to help this team do something. Who knows what we're going to look like next year? Who's still going to be here next year? Who may demand a trade in the summer? Who knows? But until next year, I think Kyrie Irving is still going to stay a Maverick until the end of his current contract. And whenever that comes up, who knows? Maybe he's done with us. Maybe he wants to stay. Maybe there's something good going on in Dallas around that time. But that's wishful thinking because honestly, since Christmas, it feels like we have never gotten one piece of good news, whether it's a player coming back from injury, because they go right back. And just continuing with all that we have right here, Legion Hoops did tweet out another blow. The Mavs will be without Jaden Hardy for a period of time after an ankle injury. I don't know what timetable a period of time sounds like, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jaden Hardy is out for the rest of the season. They probably just sit him for the rest of the season. You're out. We're probably going to trade you in the summer. Thanks for all that you've done for us so far. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. But it sucks. It sucks because we don't have Kyrie Irving. We don't have Jaden Hardy. That's two players that are out. But that does not stop there. What if I told you there's a third player who is still not going to be playing for the Dallas Mavericks? The last update that I got for you today is this from Noah Weber, who tweeted out saying the Dallas Mavericks have assigned Caleb Martin to the Texas Legends. So not only does Kyrie Irving tear his ACL, not only does Jaden Hardy have to miss significant time with the ankle sprain, but we're sending Caleb Martin to the G League before he even plays a single game for the Dallas Mavericks. That's 3 players out. I don't know what the future looks like for the Dallas Mavericks, but if you had any idea or any hopes and dreams of us making a playoff run, a play-in run, a finals run, you may want to reconsider. Things do not look positive, do not look good in the city of Dallas for the Dallas Mavericks. It doesn't get better. Things just seem to get worse for us. And what is the future like? Who knows what the future looks like? We got a few young guys in Derrick Lively whenever he's healthy. We got Kai Jones who looked good in his first game. Omex still developing. Kessler Edwards looks good. Who knows? Maybe we will get a good draft pick. Maybe we lose enough games to where we get the 5th overall pick. That wouldn't be too bad. As it stands right now, we only have a 1% chance of getting the number 1 pick. 1% is better than nothing. But at this point, I feel like this season's a wash. Call it what you want to call it. There's no point in trying to risk further injury to stay competitive. That win now window that Nico Harrison thought we had closed a long time ago. And last night, or at least as of this morning with Sham's report of Kyrie tearing his ACL, that window is welded shut. You're not opening up that window for a very long time. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think this season's cooked? Do you think that we're absolutely done? It's over? Do you think Kyrie's going to leave? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We could have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter, Discord, and our Spotify. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.